Hello friends, welcome to a brand new series where we are going to learn React and Redux. So first, for learning Redux, there are some prerequisites. Let me start the slide. So the prerequisites are fundamentals of React. You have to know React means, especially the class based React. You have to know, because in the hook based React there are many different things are there, which through which you can do the Redux thing, means like use reducer is there, and there are some other things are there. So if you're working on a older projects, yeah, Redux is a must, because for state management. And even in with React hooks, the concept of use reducer is exactly similar to Redux. So Redux is a prerequisite, and for that React prerequisite, you should go to the React tutorial for beginners on my series, on my channel. So where is that? So it is here. See, this React tutorial for beginners, I have a 18-part series. So you go through it and you learn everything about React. I teach everything from the starting till the end. I teach everything. Okay, so you can go through that. Let's continue. So to our Redux. So the next thing is, what is Redux? Redux is a predictable state container for JavaScript apps official site. Yeah. So what is this state? So three things to be noticed here. It is for JavaScript apps. So I'm saying JavaScript apps because it is not only for React, it is for JavaScript apps. And we will see the first example which we start will be for plain Redux, means we will use Redux without React. Yeah, generally it is not the case, because the Redux popularity is through React only, but we can use it without that also, and we'll see that how we can do that. And then it's a state container. State container means as I have told earlier, that state is a very big issue in React. Means if you want to maintain something at a center state, see the state which you see in React with this dot state or this dot state, it's the local state, it's not the global state. So if you want to maintain something at a global level, so that what happens, everyone can use it, means every component can use it, then you have to use Redux. It's very important to use Redux, and in bigger application it's a must to use Redux in a production level application. Okay, so it is predictable, means you know what is there, it is predictable. The next thing, what Redux is for JavaScript application. So what I was telling, Redux is not tied with to React, can be used with React, Angular, Vue, or even vanilla JavaScript. Okay, Redux is a library for JavaScript application, but it is generally used with React only. Angular and Vue don't require that. Okay, so what it is, Redux is a state container. So Redux stores the state of your application. Okay, in a React app we have a state of individual component, as I was telling. So state of an app is a state represented by all individual component of the app. So it's a global store where the state is stored, and it is for the whole app. So it doesn't changes, means the whole app you can change the state from somewhere, or the state can be updated also and stored at a central location. So it is belong to the whole app, not the individual component like the state which we have. So they should have told it, and they should have told it something else like global state, but it is called state. A bit confusion is there, but this is actually Redux is global state, and React is what we see till now, it's local state. So Redux will store and manage the application state. Okay, so like this state, suppose some state variable is there, is logged into username, profile URL, home, online user, this, something like this, the Redux will store. In Redux, all state transitions are explicit, and it's possible to keep track of them. Yeah, so this is one of the main things. So all state transition, they are possible, and we can keep track of them in Redux. The state of your application, the changes to your application state becomes predictable. Yeah, the changes becomes predictable here. So we will see this thing soon. So what is React Redux? There is something known as React Redux. There is a library called React Redux. So React Redux is the official Redux UI binding library of React. So this is React, this is Redux, and this is, they have something known as React Redux, which is a combination. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to see a coding example. So for coding example, as I have told earlier, that first we are going to do is see an example without React, and it will be very easy to understand Redux, and then we will do the example in this series with your React. Okay, so I have a folder Redux demo. Okay, so for a plain application we'll do npm init dash yes. So what it will do, npm init, what it does creates a package.json file. Okay, so that as yes means it will take everything as yes and it will create it. Okay, so everything it will take from itself and it will create it. Okay, so now what we need to do, it's our package.json has been created. Okay, so we will do npm install redux will do. So npm install redux will install the redux, and okay, so it got installed. So after that, let us open it in VS Code. So code dot, it will open it in VS Code. Okay, this package.json has been created, package.log has been created, so it's okay. This is my content of the package.json. Redux demo name. Okay, name, why it is giving the name of this package. Okay, it's okay. Description, version, description, dependency. So dependency Redux, this I have given. Okay, so it's okay. And then what I am going to do, I am going to create a file here. See, main is index.js, so I will create a file index.js. okay, and here also log I will do from index.js. let me save it. Okay, I have saved it, and now what I am going to do, I'll come back here and I need to run it. So I will do node index, and it is telling me from index.js, from this index.js. So actually this completes the part 1 of the series. We will continue this in the part 2.